Everybody, get ready. Everybody, get set. We'll soon find out who goes on to the big bet on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. Nice to have you here. Oh, good group. Our thanks to Ellen Pegg of Wheeling, West Virginia for that opening poem. Thank you, Ellen. Now let's get to the cards. And Janice and Bettina, if you will, start loading in the cards. We'll meet our players on Card Sharks. Joyce Schiff, our champion. Hi, Joyce. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Won't you remind us about yourself?
I sure will. I'm Joyce Schiff from Buffalo, New York. I'm a former Peace Corps volunteer. I teach English as a second language to foreign adults, and my hobbies are disco dancing, ballroom dancing, folk dancing, and jogging.
Are adults harder to teach than youngsters?
No, because they come because they want to, and they're motivated.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
You're a good player. You won one match. You've got $4,900 in cash, Joyce. Way to go. Challenger, Deborah Ray. Hi, Deb.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
It's great to be back.
Won't you again tell us about yourself?
My name's Debbie Ray, and I'm from New Hall, California, and I love to go water skiing and make quilts and just do little things around the house. I have a wonderful husband and a 6-year-old boy, Danny, and a 2-year-old little girl, Brandy, and they keep me very busy.
Is your hometown on the water?
Most of the time, yes.
Most of the time it's on the water?
As often as my husband gets me out there.
Except when the tide goes out, right? Then it's not there anymore. Okay. Deb, nice to have you back. Good luck to both of you. And the cards have been shuffled. The players cut the cards. Joyce, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red deck. Deborah, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue deck. We play the best 2 games out of 3. And Joyce, the champion, won game number 1, so the pressure's on the challenger. She needs this game to stay in the match. So we left off, Joyce, the question goes to you. Joyce, we asked 100 married men. Did you chase your wife until she caught you? How many men said they did chase their wife until she caught them?
I would say about 40.
40?
Yes. I don't think it goes on that much.
No. She says that 40 men chased their wives until they caught the men.
I'd say it's a little bit higher because I think my husband feels that way, and I think a lot of men do.
Oh, I see. Well, if it is higher, Deborah, you'll play your cards first. If not, it'll be Joyce. And the actual number of married men who chased their wife until she caught them is 58. Deborah, you're right. It is higher. And Deborah, you play a 7.
Change it, please.
Whenever you win the question, you have the right to change it. And
All
a king is a much
right,
better
lots
card.
better. Lower, please.
Lower than a king. Oh, no, an ace. Wow, big break for the champion, Joyce. You have a queen.
A queen, that's beautiful. I like the lady. Down, lower.
Lower than a queen. A 2.
Oh, higher.
Higher than a 2. A
Oh,
king.
lower.
Lower than a king. An 8.
Freeze.
Right up the middle, and we move over the freeze bar. Can't take those cards away, and Janice will fill in the space for you, Deborah, as you get the question. Deborah, we asked 100 pediatricians. Can a single person raise a child as well as a married couple? How many pediatricians said a single person can raise a child just as well?
I'm kind of undecided about that. I was a single parent for a long time, and I think I did a pretty good job. I would say about 49.
49 pediatricians said, yeah, a single person can do just as well.
I think the number's higher. I'm also a single parent, and I know I'm doing a good job. It's got to be higher.
Higher. The actual number of pediatricians who said a single person can raise a child as well as a married couple is 34, not higher, Deborah.
Let's get some good
Yeah,
cards.
I don't think they meant that you're doing a bad job by yourself, but they probably meant it's easier with 2. So, Deborah, you've got a king.
Lower, please.
Playing the king, lower. Oh, no, from an ace to another king, that's not lower. You've got an 8, Joyce. Call this card.
Oh, I can't.
Cannot change it. You did not win the question.
Higher.
If this is higher, Joyce wins the championship for the win. Yes, Joyce does it. And Joyce will go to the money cards. Deborah, boy, you had some tough lucks with that king. Thank you for joining us, and we have some nice parting gifts for you. Thanks for being here. Deborah Ray. Come on down here, Joyce. Well, Joyce, you did well the next time. Last time. I hope this time you're going to do well. You're up to an even $5,000. We'll go for the big money right after this. I was getting ahead next time, yes? Back with our champion, Joyce Schiff. Are you ready for the big money?
I sure am.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Joyce. Yes, indeed. Board opens up, and lo and behold, we're all set for the money cards. They've been shuffled and cut. Janice will start dealing them out as we give you $200 of new money on the bottom line of these 3 cards. Move up to the second level, we'll give you another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must risk at least half the money. You did well the last time. Hope you do even better this time.
Thank you.
Here's $200. Remember, you can change your base card on each of the 3 levels if you need to. And with $200, Joyce, you are starting with a 9.
Change it. Change it. Ugh.
Got to play this one. Next card off the top of the deck is
A 3.
a 3. Much
$200 higher.
$200, the whole thing. Higher than a 3. Yes! There's another 9. You're up to
$100 lower.
$100. Lower than a 9. No,
All right, that's okay.
you got $300.
All of it that it's lower.
All of it. $300. Lower than a queen.
Yes, yes.
$600 as we move up the 8 and give you the other $200.
Change it.
And of course, as you move up, you can change it. With $800 this level, you'll play a king.
Oh, Jim, all of it lower.
$800 a big bet, lower than a king. Yes, a 2.
Jim, all of it higher.
$1,600 higher than a 2. Yes. $3,200 with a 6.
$500 higher.
Big bet, $500 higher than a 6.
Oh,
An 8.
no, I don't believe it.
$3,700. Yes, she wants that up there quickly.
Lower.
All of it.
All of it lower.
$3,700. That this card is lower than an ace. And it is for $7,400. Yeah, that's good. Come on down here, Joyce. Way to go. Congratulations again. Good card. And with the $200 in the game added to what you've already won in 2 matches, you have $12,400 in cash, Joyce. New challenger coming out right after this, so don't go away. Good cards that time. Wow, sensational. Joyce, Janice starts to deal out 2 brand new decks of cards, and we meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Terry Skaggs. Hi, Terry. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Another nice, tall lady. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself, if you will.
Okay, my name's Terry Skaggs. I'm presently a senior at Cal State University at Fullerton. I'm majoring in child development, hope to go on and do my doctorate in that field. In my spare time, I teach preschool, and I'm engaged to be married in June.
Well, congratulations on how college is going and on the engagement. Nice to have you here. Have you cut your cards?
Yes, I have.
Then we're set to go. Terry, good luck. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards, while Joyce plays the upper cards, the red cards. And Joyce, we found 100 women who are at least 40 years old, and we asked them, have you ever been the older woman in a young man's life? How many women over 40 said they've been the older woman?
I was. I think that happens more than we know. It may not be broadcast, but I think it happens more than we know, that teen sympathy thing. I would say 59.
59 over 40 have been the older woman. Terry?
Okay, I'm going to say I think that's going to be lower because I think more and more that's becoming a bit more prevalent, but not right at this time. I think it's going to be a little bit lower. Yeah.
Well, you don't fit in that category anyway, do you, Terry? The actual number of women over 40 who've been a man's older woman is 25, very much lower, Terry. Well, and the challenger gets the first look at the cards. You've got a king.
Whoa, okay, I'm going to say it. The next one's going to be lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, a 2.
Okay, the next one's going to be higher.
Higher than a 2, a jack.
Okay, the next one's going to be lower.
Risking them both lower, and she's right with a 9.
I'm going to freeze right there.
Over goes the freeze bar. Terry right away needs 1 card. See how easy it is, Terry?
Sure do.
What's your question? Terry, we asked 100 third-grade boys in Ohio. Third-grade boys, have you ever given yourself a haircut? How many third-grade boys said they have?
I think that's going to be fairly high because I think boys about that age like to experiment with their, the way they look, etc. I think it's going to be, I'm going to say about 55, I think.
55 third-grade boys have given themselves a haircut.
I don't agree with that. My boys do not like to have the haircut by themselves or anyone else. It's got to be lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of third-grade boys who've cut their own hair is 42. Joyce, you're right. It is lower. And Joyce, you start this game with an ace.
Oh, Jim, lower.
Lower than an ace. A 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. A 7.
Freeze.
You're going to freeze. Joyce now needs 2 cards, and Terry needs 1. And question 3 goes to you, Joyce. Joyce, we asked 100 college men. If the CIA offered you $1,000 a month to secretly report on campus politics, would you do it? How many college men said yes, they would?
I think 10 years ago they wouldn't have done it, but I think now some would do it. Money is, it's really nice with inflation and everything. 39.
39 would report for the CIA for $1,000 a month.
I'm a college student, and I know I jump at the chance, and most people I know would too, so I'm going to say it's going to be higher.
Even higher than that? The actual number of college men who would secretly report on campus politics is 56. Terry, you're right. It is much higher.
Okay, I'm going to change that card.
You want to change the 9?
Yes, I
do. This is a big change, needing 1 card for the win. A 7.
Oh, rats. Okay, I'm going to say that next card's going to be higher.
But this is higher. Terry, you've got game 1 in the match for the win. Yes, with an 8. Terry wins game 1 and $100. And Janice, if you will set up for game 2. And now the champion. This is the first time you've been behind, I think, Joyce.
Right.
Now the champion's got to make a comeback as we deal off the same 2 decks of cards. Here come the next cards off the top of your decks. Terry, we asked 100 married women. Do you like it when your husband gets a little jealous? How many women said, yeah, they do like it?
I think that's going to be fairly high because I think a little bit of jealousy is really healthy in any relationship. You feel like you're still wanted. I'm going to say that's going to be pretty high. I'm going to say that's going to be about 83, I think.
83
Yes.
Married women like a little jealousy.
She's a hard lady to deal with. I agree with her reasoning. I think it's going to be a little higher.
Even higher than that?
I do.
The actual number of married women who like it when their husband gets a little jealous is 80. It is not higher. Terry by 3. Wow. And Terry is a formidable opponent. Terry, you start with a jack.
Okay, I'm going to keep that card and say it's going to be lower.
Lower than a jack. No, another jack. Break for the champion. Joyce, you'll play a 4.
Higher, Jim.
Higher than a 4. An ace.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than an ace. A queen.
Lower, Jim.
Lower than a queen. A 5.
Higher.
Trying to go all the way to tie up the match. Higher? Oh, no. And all 4 cards are lost.
That's so awful.
Oh, you took a chance and it did not pay off. And as Janice fills in the spaces, Joyce, we asked 100 men who subscribe to Playboy magazine. I like this question. 100 men who subscribe to Playboy. Would you subscribe to Playboy if there were no nude pictures? How many men said they would subscribe to Playboy anyway?
Oh, come on, Jim. I mean, anybody can read a newspaper. It's got to be low. I'll say 20.
20 would subscribe anyway.
Okay, I'm going to say that's a pretty low number. I'm going to go just a little bit higher because Playboy does run some excellent articles regardless of the other things.
My excuse always was the cartoons. Well,
Right.
let's see. The actual number of men who claim that they would subscribe to Playboy even if there were no nude pictures is 20. Right on the button, Joyce. Right smack on it. Wow, you are both calling very well. You've got a 4, Joyce.
Yeah, I know. I remember that 4. I'm going to keep it this time, and I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 4. She's approaching it very softly.
Yeah.
We'll peek at it very
So I
softly.
got-
Higher than a 4? No. And very softly, it is not higher. Terry with a jack.
Okay, I'm going to say it's going to be lower.
Lower than a jack. A 2.
Right, higher.
Higher than a 2. An 8.
I think I'm going to freeze on that.
You'll freeze it. And Terry needs 2 cards for the championship. Terry, we found 100 women who have 10 or more children. Are all of your children the same sex? How many women with at least 10 children said all of their children are the same sex?
Oh, I'm going to say that's going to be really low. Just looking at the odds, you'd have to have one different one within the 10. So I'm going to say that's going to be 2 people.
2 people.
2 people.
10 or more children, all the same sex.
That is a crazy question. Higher. It's got to 3. I think it's a little bit higher.
Higher.
Higher. Yes. Higher.
The actual number of women with 10 or more children whose kids are all the same sex is 0. It is not higher. Terry, not a 1. You've got an 8, Terry.
I'm going to change that card.
Terry changes the 8 to a 5.
Okay, I'm going to say the next card's going to be higher.
Higher than a 5. A 6.
Oh, okay, the next card's going to be higher.
For the championship, higher than a 6. Terry wins it. And Joyce Schiff, thank you so much. You're leaving us very well in hand. $12,400. Thanks for being here, Joyce. Bye-bye. Terry, come on down here. Well, I hope you'll do at least as well, maybe better. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it sure would be.
We'll be right back with our new champion right after this. They got $200 already. What's up, man? Back with our champion, Terry Skaggs. And again, our congratulations.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Cards have been hot. I hope they're going to stay that way.
Yeah, so do I. Really do.
Let's go for it right now. Let's get to the money cards. Come on, Terry. Yeah, let's keep it up. And once again, the money cards all shuffled and cut. Janice will start dealing them out. $200 on the bottom line. These 3 cards move up to the second level. Another $200. In all, there are 7 cards up there. And if you can go double all the way up, it is $28,800. Do it. Yes. Here's $200, Terry. And we'll start you off on the bottom line with your first $200 of new money and a 10.
Okay, I'm going to keep that card and say the bet 100, the next card's going to be lower.
You're going to play the 10?
Yes.
You want the 10?
Uh-huh.
$100 lower than a 10? Yes,
all
a 6.
Right, okay.
$300.
Okay, I'm going to bet 100 that the next card's going to be higher.
Let's see a face card. $100 higher than a 6.
All
There's
right,
a face card for
okay. I'm
100.
going to bet it all that the next card's going to be lower.
All of it?
Yes, all of it.
$400 lower than a queen. Yes. 800, up goes the 4. With the other $200 of betting money, you've got an even 1,000. Do you want that 4?
Yes, I'm going to keep the 4. I'm going to bet 500 that the next card's going to be higher.
$500 that this card is higher than a 4. Oh. Still 3 to go, and you've got $500, Terry.
Okay,
you're still in there.
I'm going to bet $500 that the next card's going to be higher.
All right, come on, all of it now.
Please.
$500 higher than a 4. Yes! Back up to 1,000 and a great card, a king.
I'm going to bet it all that the next card's going to be lower.
$1,000 lower than a king. It is $2,000. Up goes the 7. Do you want it?
No, I want to change that card.
And this is a big change. The 7 becomes a 2.
I'm going to bet it all that next card's going to be higher than that, too.
All or nothing. That means nothing or $4,000 higher than a 2. Yes, for Todman. Oh, isn't that nice for a college student? Come on down here, Terry. Way to go. You ever won that much money?
Never.
And with the $200 in the game, that's $4,200 for your first game of cards.
All right.
We'll be right back right after this. Way to go. Didn't that 2 come up there nice? The cards have been very hot. That's great. Okay, Terry, let's quickly load into brand new decks of cards and meet our next challenger on Card Sharks. Skip Wells. Hello, Skip. We're running out of time. We wanted to get you out here and get started. Would you tell us who you are and where you're from?
Well, my name is Skip Adams, and I'm from Pasadena, California.
Skip Adams.
That's right.
I said Wells. Well, it's Adams. See, we'll get that straight
that's
now.
Right.
Good to have you here, Skip. We want to give you a chance to get started. You play the lower cards, the blue cards. Terry, the upper cards, the red deck. And we'll start with a question to you, Terry. Terry, we asked 100 bachelors. Has your mother ever nagged you that it was time you got married? How many bachelors said their mother has nagged them to get married? Very quickly now.
I think that's going to be pretty high. I'm going to say 80.
80 bachelors have been nagged by mom to get married, Skip.
Talking to a bachelor, and my mom has been very good about it. I would say it's going to be lower than that.
Lower.
Yes.
The actual number of bachelors whose mother has nagged them about getting married is 30, very much lower. Skip, you're right. And Skip, you start off with a queen.
Perfect. Fine. Lower. Let's
lower
go
than
lower.
A queen. Oh, no, an ace. And the champion right away gets a free chance at a 9.
Okay, I'm going to say the next card's going to be lower than the 9.
Lower than a 9. A 4.
All right, next card's going to be higher than the 4.
Higher than a 4. Oh, no, a 2. Neither player could advance. Janice fills in the spaces, and that's the way we're going to leave things with Terry with a 9, Skip has a queen, and that's about all the time we have. Did we get a mix up with the name there? Wells?
Well, my real name is Wells.
Yes.
And, but you can call me Skip. So oftentimes Wells sounds like my first name.
Right.
But Adams is the last
But
name.
Adams is the last name.
That's
I
right.
see. Did you all understand that, friends? Join us. We'll try to figure out the Skip Adams Wells show next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now.
A representative of the studio audience will receive a two-piece ensemble of Roper Star Flight zipper luggage featuring a garment bag and 30-inch carry-all with wheels, handsomely styled in easy clean exteriors designed to protect, furnished by Roper Star Flight. And some of our contestants will receive a 22-piece Master Mechanic multi-drive socket set from True Value Hardware stores, who combine value and personal service in over 5,000 locations. And American Tourister Strong Lightweight Luggage, the prettiest piece of protection your clothes will ever get. You travel first class with American Tourister. And Poly-Glycoat Rust-Proofing Shield gets into seams, cracks, and crevices in your car where rusting begins. Rust-proofing protection available at new car dealers everywhere. And the Silver Dish and Light Lunch, a hot new lunch idea from Lipton that you make in a mug. Hearty, delicious, satisfying light lunch. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.